Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on the Technical Beast server. I am excited to record this one. I can't remember being quite as excited to record a video, but I am obviously loving Feed the Beast, and this is my little machine setup right here, which looks goddamn awful and could definitely be improved. But what I've been doing is trying to make some more ultimate solar panels. Now Pricey has been working on the fusion reactor and now he's got all the things that he needs. It means that I can go back to using the UU matter and making these. So I needed to make, I needed to make iridium plates, and to do that, you need to use this thing right here, the industrial TNT blaster. I'm fairly sure that most of you already know this, but there'll be some people who don't. So I just made this basic machine where I can put in tons and tons of gravel, and of course this could be done so much better, but I just wanted to share it with you, and then I can choose where it goes to from this point. If it goes through into this one, this macerator will then... Oh, that's not supposed to be in there. Is there any more backed up? No, I don't think so. So that is going to turn gravel into flint, then it comes through into here, it turns the flint into flint dust. Then this thing takes the... Well, you get tiny piles of flint dust, and then this thing takes it, makes it into flint dust and puts it in this chest. And then I make myself some TNT and use this auto crafting table. I could even probably automate that part as well, but I like doing a bit of crafting. And yeah, I make the ITNT for making iridium plates. And then what I've just done now is I put in this diamond chest here so I can put in... Oh, all of my coal's gone through. Wow, that was fast. So I can put in coal dust and flint, and then this thing turns it into coal balls, which then... oh, that's taking a really long time. I think I need to upgrade this compressor. Yeah, I definitely do. Wow, that is... no, actually, I think it's because it's got a full stack, it's already done some. Yeah, there you go. So it makes some compressed coal balls. Ugh. And if I put some obsidian in this chest, then I can do this thing again, just have another auto crafting table, and then it will make them into coal chunks for me, which is really good because it means I can grab tons of coal, put it in there, and just put some flint in that chest and some obsidian in this one over here. And yeah, it's not really impressive, but that's just me having fun with these machines. I'm really starting to like them, although I've not been focusing on the machines at all. So what am I going to show you? I'm going to turn around so you don't see what's over there. It's nothing impressive, don't worry, but I want to go over to the quarry first of all. Let's just jump down, go through here. Oh, and the other day I was at Ravens and I flew all the way... What's that up there? Oh yeah. Sorry, it looked like someone for a second. I flew all the way back over to the processing plant to go through the portal because I'm used to doing that to get to the quarry, and of course it took me right back here. Anyway, the quarry is going well. I just wanted to show you the progress here. It's the same old boring stuff, me putting down quarries and doing fillers and pumps and all that sort of stuff, but I thought I'd fly around so you guys can see the progress. There's a lot mainly been done over in this area because I had a quarry down there, one that side, and when they were done I set one up in the middle to deal with that. And that is strange, I don't remember that being there. Let's tidy that up quickly. Or not so quickly because I'm flying. And yeah, and so this is going to take a long time. I'm not going to be building too much here anymore. We're just going to keep quarrying and doing all of this, and it will get bigger and bigger. And this area over here, if I actually speed up my flying for a second, I jump down here. King Happy's already demolished a lot of this area looking for materials. Whoa, that was weird. So when we get over to this area, the quarrying should really speed up, which is cool. So anyway, let's head back and I'll show you what it is that I shielded you from seeing a moment ago. Let's go through these, through there. Oh, derpy derp. Okay, so we have been discussing about building and what we want to do on this server. We're trying to formulate, big projects and things that we really want to do at the moment. And I've wanted to do building for a long time. Feed the Beast feels like the place to do it because it's very similar to creative, which is the kind of environment I would like to build in. And of course we have micro blocks and things like that. So I've sort of said that I want to be doing building and I want to try and find a theme. And the theme that I'm looking for is steampunk. So if we go over here, and there's my big reveal. It really isn't much to look at so far. But I've been looking at pictures on Google of people who do steampunk style in Minecraft, and I know this isn't much to show you yet, but I plan on working on this in a moment and trying to get it closer to being finished. But you can see what I've done so far, And that's just working off of a picture, which I find easier, but I could definitely see myself building in this style. If you just give it some thought and take your time as you do things and have a bit of inspiration to follow, it becomes quite easy to do something like this. The one thing I've got to say is this is all about the exterior at the moment, and when that's finished it's going to be interesting to come here and see what I can do with the interior, because I think that's my strength, doing interiors, but in this case I'm not able just to dig away a wall, because I normally do stuff underground and then put what I want in it. I'm going to be very restricted, so that's another challenge right there. Now if we go over here and I'll drop down here, I want to show you the gold farm area again, which is something else I want to work on, so I'll probably be jumping between the steampunk building and this thing down here. I changed a couple of things. I put a sign on the void chest, and there's a random block missing. Don't know why that is. And there's a sign on this one. Please don't put books in here yet, Prizey. Okay. Maybe he's saving them up for something. So I put a sign on that so people know it's a void chest. You put items in there, you're going to lose them. Like that, they're going to get sucked out. And I removed the other one that we had over here because it didn't work. We were pumping tons of items into it and it got backed up and it couldn't suck them out quick enough, which I probably could have corrected with an electric engine, but it seemed kind of pointless to have that. These things, rotted flesh, and what's the other one? The gold swords. I mean, if you really did need a lot of them, you'd just come down here and turn this on. You wouldn't need to, have them stored up or anything like that. So what I decided to do was add this chest next to this lever, because we didn't need one for the void chest anymore. And this is a gold chest. It means when you pick up some gold items from here, you can just dump them into that chest, and then down here it will take them to the correct places. So it goes through the diamond pipes, it will redirect the nuggets this way, and then it will redirect the gold ingots this way. And yeah, you know how all of that works. And so that's all I've done there. And my plan is at some point to look into some red power features that Saigo Ryan's been telling me about, although the whole crafting to make them is really putting me off, but I will get around to it. And I'm thinking I might be able to make a 3x2 door using some of the red power features here, which will be exciting. And so what I need to do next is this room up the top here. If we just fly up, I'm not too sure what it is I want to do, but I think the lighting is going to be cool to play around with in here. We're going to have a nice, I don't know how to describe it, like a dark room but with lots of lighting. I've got a plan basically is what I'm saying for this, and I can't wait to start it. It's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to building with these new materials. But anyway, at the moment I want to work on that steampunk house, so I'm going to be doing some building over here, and then hopefully I'll have something to show you in a moment. Okay, I've made some progress, and you know what? Oh, I haven't got fly on, there we go. Yeah, I really enjoy this, but it is so time consuming to build like this, although I would imagine you'd get used to it. So I've done the roof now, as you can see, using micro blocks a lot. I really like these ones. These are like if you were to divide the block by 8, so then you've got 4 on the bottom and then 4 on the top. And they're really nice to build with. They can add some cool details, which I've done here. We've got some stairs at the bottom and the top, and then on the sides as well, and I've added micro blocks around them like that, and you can really give it a bit of extra shape. And I like how that looks. That looks really cool. I'm going by these pictures a bit as well. They're giving me ideas, but I am trying to do my own thing like that there, which I don't think turned out too well because I forgot to put the stones along the edge. That makes the roof look complete. So I might have to modify that and add stone and maybe change this to a different material. The roof itself though, the shape is cool, but the thing is you can't make micro blocks with this material, so otherwise I would have gone for something much more, how would you say, like gradual, by using, well, basically what I've done here is a good example. These are all made out of these micro blocks, and yeah, you can see exactly what I've done there. And like in one of the pictures, at one end of the building they had like a smaller roof that came out over here, and you had like a second building, and that's what I'm going to do here. So there's going to be some walls that come down the side. Let me just grab some materials. Where's the bottom of that? Okay, I see. So you'd have something come down here. Does that work nice? That could possibly work. It's hard to tell at the moment. And this looks like it should actually come out a lot further, so I'll probably bring it out about twice the amount to around here. And then, yeah, you'd have another support beam like this, and you'd have a floor at this level, so you'd have a part of the building that came outwards. And then underneath I'd build some support beams. But at the moment that is very time consuming. That's something I'm going to work on bit by bit. I think whenever I get a little bit of time I'll come around here and do some building. The base is really cool, by the way. I don't think I showed that off too much. This bit all here is basically copied from the picture, but I improvised a little with the corner and this end, and I think it looks cool. That's supposed to be the entrance, and I was going to do something different at the other end. Now what I want to do is take a break from that and move on to finishing the gold farm, the part up above, where there is also a slime farm, so I might do something with that. And also I did show you this over there. I'm thinking about automating this, so perhaps when I next record I'll have a little farm to show you as well. I haven't got round to doing the farm just yet. I decided to jump on to this project and start building, and you know what, I rushed into it and I really liked how this was looking, and then things started to fall apart quite quickly. So first of all, this is 4 wide and this is an odd amount of blocks wide, so we have 3 extra on that and 2 on there, which I don't really like. And also the entrance that we're using over here doesn't really meet up with this, and so I've had to try and create a walkway that goes above it, which I didn't really like. And yeah, this room just hasn't so far gone in the direction that I wanted it to. I also feel that I'm overusing these bricks a little bit. They're nice and shiny, but too much of that I don't think is necessarily a good thing. So I'm going to replace these ones with the dollar ones, which are used with the basalt material. But what I need to do in this room is actually just step back and figure out where I'm going to put things, because I'm going to move the soul cage, because I haven't really come into this and move things around. I've just sort of started building and I found out the things aren't in the right position, like the entrance here. So that had to go over the top of this. But I've actually decided that I want to ditch this entrance that we have down here and just have it so there's a cut off right here, because I don't know, no one's really going to use this now because we have a portal over here. King Happy set these up. I think these are like permanently fixed portals because of those bars behind them, but I haven't spoken to him to find out exactly what's going on. But if we go through here, it takes us up to the processing plant, and then this takes us to all the different things. So we can go to Raven's biomass area, the UU matter station, the XP farm, which is what I'm working on at the moment, the reactor, and the carts. Now the reactor is Prizey's project, and while we're here, why don't we just go have a look and see where this takes us. Just takes us to a field. That is a really nice looking bunch of mountains over there. It's a bit of a jungle biome as well, I think. So somewhere around here I think that there is an entrance to... I'm getting really sidetracked, I know, but I just want to find this quickly. Okay, maybe I'll ask Prizey what's going on with his reactor and how to find it, and we can have a look later in this video. But somewhere around here is the entrance to Prizey's reactor and also the end portal. And that is really weird. Fell through the floor. And now King Happy is also working on Steve's carts. Last time I was here this was just an empty area, so I can see he started building, and I have no idea what this is. This is a really cool building though. Look at these materials, they're very nice. And the floor as well, wouldn't mind doing some building with these materials. So I have no idea what's going on here. Again, I'll probably be able to show you something later on in the video if King Happy's around perhaps. But recording this video and the way I'm going to do videos on this server now is going to be a little bit different, because I want to just do my regular LPing style. So I don't know, there'll probably be a mix of me recording by myself and then with other people. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to continue with this room, and one thing I am going to ditch is the reinforced glass that we have here. It doesn't look very nice. When you look at it from an angle you can see the frame of each block, and I'm not really a fan of that at all. I much prefer how the glass texture works, so I'll probably look through the texture pack, see if there's some alternative glass, but I'll end up using this one I think. I think I'm going to take a break from working on this, maybe a permanent break. As I was building this, I was kind of annoyed with how this was in position to this one, and then I found out that this isn't even being used anymore. There's no mob spawner up here, so I don't know what's going on with that, but I had a cool vision of having either farm in each corner of the room, and it didn't really work out well. And I'll tell you what, when you go in and build to the way someone else has already built stuff, it's quite restrictive, because normally I'd think these things out and think about how I want things to look in advance, so I'd know where to position things. And the other thing is that there's no real way to get into this room. I could build like a staircase or an entrance like that, but who uses that? Everyone flies around in FTB, so I'm going to take a break from doing this. I probably won't come back to it. It doesn't feel very necessary to do this anyway. So the wiring has just gone up to the top here and down onto the mob spawner like that, because before we had it going across and then the the pigmen could spawn on it. And then when I came down here, I flew down here, and I don't know what it was I was doing, but when I turned around, I looked up and a creeper came down and exploded. It destroyed all my pipes and a few other things around here as well, so I had to reconfigure and reset up all of that. And then when I'd done that, something really strange was happening with the pigmen here. The void pipes weren't taking in any of their items, and they were just getting chucked out the back here. Loads and loads of them. In fact, every single item did. Then we would test, because Nathan came on, or Nathaniel even, sorry, not sure how he wants me to pronounce that. But he came on to help me as well, and we were throwing items in here, and any items that we threw in would go into those, I was going to say void pipes, they're obsidian pipes, and any items that came off of the pigmen would get chucked out the back here, and we just couldn't figure it out because it didn't do that until the creeper blew up down here. So I've been trying to record for the last couple of minutes, and I think they were talking, they said it's fixed for now, I'm not sure though. I guess I could turn on the farm and find out. Brace your ears for some noise. And yeah, it was just really strange. So I'm hoping it's fixed because I want to move on to doing something else now. Maybe that flower farm, or I go back to building the house. And it's hard to see from there. I've got loads of XP flying around in my face. Maybe it isn't fixed. Oh, do you know what? The XP is really annoying now. Okay, that doesn't actually look good, does it? Let's go around here and see what's happening. Okay, it's chucking items out the back again. I don't know why it's doing that, but it didn't happen until that creeper blew up. Well, it is somewhat of a mystery. Literally, the pipes got blown up by the creeper, and then it stopped working when we replaced them, and no one's been able to figure out what's going on there since. So I decided to move on, come back to this, and I'll tell you what, this is taking me a long time, because with building, when you start to try and do your own thing and stop copying a picture, it becomes really difficult. You have to build a lot and then tear it down and try again. And so this has been very time consuming, but I'm really pleased with this bit over here. That's turned out quite nice. And I've just got to finalise things off now. We need to put in the walls on this side. I do want to build another balcony over here. I want one that comes out on the right hand side here, rather than being centred, and then up the top on the left I'm thinking about putting in another little room that has its own roof that pokes out. But we are getting closer to this exteriors for this being done at least. The interiors is a whole nother job. So while I'm working on this, which is what I'm going to be doing now, I've got some clips to show you that King Happy, myself and Raven's Child recorded. Over there we have an area for Steve's carts, which I popped by earlier in this episode, and yeah, King Happy invited us over to show us how they work.
Okay, so we're going to start the tree one, and this one is going to do oak. I don't know what else it can do actually. There he goes.
What?
I'm gonna put some. Ooh, where's my
Dude,
what saplings in?
What is that? Whoa!
No, it's not letting me put my saplings in.
It's getting away.
Fuck.
Is it correct?
Are they supposed to be like solar panels? Oh, whoa!
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
It's meant to plant saplings down.
When you right click on it, you get a huge
Yeah, I know.
screen. I can't even see all the stuff on it. Maybe I need
Why won't it let me
like bigger
put-
resolution to see it.
Oh, it's jibbing out for me. Whoa, it crashed me.
Oh, it killed you.
I killed?
Yeah, I have your boots, your trousers.
The GUI messed around with me.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's
It-
meant to take the. Hang on, let me. I've got this working in.
Oh, I
it
see.
did go in. It did go. Hang on. Let me just change
see
this.
Let me see this. Oh, nice. Now I have this nice new boots here.
No, let me go to cart. I was going to change these things around.
So what is
Because
this
it
supposed to do?
This plants trees, but at the moment it wasn't taking them in. I've been playing this on 8.1, and it seems they fixed some of the bugs. But this should come around and collect saplings from this cargo manager, because this is designed so that when it gets to this point, it gets stopped, and then the cargo manager will take things from it or put things back into it. So it should
Right.
stop here.
Got ya.
Hopefully, it picks up
And
some
it's
saplings.
and it's late.
Doesn't. Doesn't pick up the saplings. Hmm.
If you have some, because the trees or some of the machines
Okay, the
seem to
birch,
not,
the birch went in. There we are.
yeah, seem to not recognize the saplings as saplings.
Okay, so we've got him working now. We just need some more saplings.
I put
All
one in
those
the
ones are.
chest. Let's see if it picks it up, or whatever that thing's called, cargo bay.
Yep, it should.
Oh, it stopped. There
Yes,
you go.
it's
It took
taken
it.
it.
It took it.
There it goes. Planted it. And
Interesting.
you can fit fertilizer in this, and it doesn't grow them instantly, but it will grow them a lot faster than normal. So you can just let this run, and it's got a coal engine and 2 solar panel engines, so that you set this so that the coal is on low priority.
So what else do
There
these
we are.
carts do?
At the moment, in this version, there are ones that can do trees. There's ones that can do planting things like seeds and do wheat. There's also one I'm making in here still, which is still processing. Another half an hour on it, which has got guns on it, invisibility, and a divine shield on it, and that it got people detectors and mob detectors on it.
Interesting.
So that would kill people, and you can set it to fire at NPCs or at players or both.
Sounds like there's a prank waiting to be happen there.
And the wonderful thing with all these managers and such, and there's all sorts of blocks you can use with it, so that when they go
Oh.
past, then you can have it so that it sets things on and off for the cart itself. If you get a piece of bone meal and just bone meal the tree, it'll come back and cut it down
All
when it
right.
comes back round. And they look really cool when they cut them down. Because
Yeah, I
with
just
this,
watched it do that.
you have to have the little coal engine inside of it as well, because if it gets stuck under a grown tree, then the solar panels will run out.
Yeah.
Whereas the wheat one, you can just put solar panels on it and it'll run forever. Oh, it's night time now. That's why. That's gonna keep going round. Have you got any bone meal on you?
Nope.
We can try and bone meal a
Unfortunately
tree.
not. Couldn't you take some out of this?
Yeah, I got some. Oh, it's close.
Where
Oh,
did
yeah,
ravens
because these
go?
I don't know. But okay.
I'm collecting. Sorry, I'm collecting saplings.
There you are. Yeah, you need oak ones because the oak ones grow close
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
It just looks so funny.
It is really, really derp.
But compared to normal cutting down trees, they get a huge output of saplings. Like normally, you get what, like 3 or 4 saplings if you're really lucky out of one oak tree. In this, they get like 12.
This is ridiculous. Now it's going to plant all of them in front of itself again.
Yep.
Yeah, that could be good.
So when it goes, does it bone meal them as well? Because when it goes round this time, if it were to bone meal each tree,
It has an internal fertilizer storage. It doesn't grow them instantly. It just makes them grow faster.
interesting.
And what you can do is set up a skelly spawner, or we get the wither skelly spawner over here. Set it on so that when there's no fertilizer left in the storage, then it will turn the mob spawner on. You get some more bones, put some back in. Then they keep going, so they keep going fast.
And then you've got a supply of wood coming through.
Yep. And more importantly, apples and
and
saplings.
saplings.
Yep.
Because the saplings we need for the biomass.
So that was Steve's carts, and that looks like a really interesting mod. I'm particularly interested in it because it could provide me with a supply of all the different types of wood that there are in the game, and of course that's going to be great for building, having those carts flying around getting me wood all day, and then I can just bring them over to my projects and build with them. And this is basically 99% finished. There's like a couple of little things that I need to change here and there, but I've done all my building today. I've been spending hours on this and I think it looks great. It's a really good start. If I could make some changes to it, like big changes, with what they call it, hindsight, that's the one, I would make this building wider and possibly a little bit taller, but I think it still looks really good. And so this side over here is my favourite. Yes, there is a block missing up there. I noticed that had gone missing a while ago. I don't know why exactly there isn't one there. There was before I decided to start to record, but this is my favourite part, and I think the reason why is because it has a nice kind of focus on this bit down here. You know, you've got some windows above it, a nice balcony and stuff, but you don't have windows on the side, and it just kind of draws your attention to the middle where you have this entrance here. So I really like how that's turned out. Then this side over here we have a pipe, and I was going to get some cobwebs and, you know, put a load of them in the air to make it look like steam, but I don't have any silk touch tools yet. And I think there's steam generators in FTB as well, so we could possibly put one of those in there. But this is a common thing with steampunk buildings, for them to have pipes coming out of them. And also look at the use of microblocks here. Now, in regular Minecraft we can't put down a half slab of stone brick and then put a wooden half slab on top of it, but with these microblocks we can, all the way down to the smallest ones, we can share the same block space with all the different ones like that, so it's really good for detail. Then the balcony here was a bit of a fail. I think the reason why is because this material that we used for the roof can't be used with microblocks, and so it made it kind of limiting. If you look at the top here, it's all stairs and half slabs, and it looks, to be honest, it looks a bit ugly, so that bit I'm not too pleased with. And then round this side, I'm happy with this roof. This bit here just doesn't really, I don't know, it doesn't really do much. Looks a little bit ugly, but below it looks really nice where I brought in the wood here. And then this bit is probably my favourite bit on the bottom, because what I thought I'd do is bring the wood in from above, make it look like it's part of the support, and mix it with the stone bricks, and that went down really well. Again, you can see I've gone mad with the micro blocks. I really do like them. And so the next challenge, once we finish all those little things that need to be done, like replacing the block and just adjusting a couple of things, for example, we've still got some gaps down here that need fixing, and also these wall blocks here, I'm going to get rid of them. But once I do that, we'll be moving on to the interiors, and that is going to be one hell of a challenge, because normally I have the luxury of, because I do everything underground, of just removing, you know, space behind where I want my wall to be, and then I can move a wall back. But with this, we're going to be very restricted. So this is going to be a challenge, but I'm really happy with how that's looked so far. I think that's a good start to my attempt at, you know, building in Minecraft. So there you go. Please let me know what you think about it. Of course, I'd love to hear your feedback, because this is the direction I want to take with Feed the Beast, to start doing this kind of building. So yeah, that is it for this episode. There'll be a link on the screen to the next one if you're watching this in the future. That makes sense. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time.